What if the guidebook was never the point? Most people who start learning tarot do the same thing. They pull a card, they panic, they flip to the back of the book, they memorize the definition, and then they forget it by tomorrow. And the cycle repeats. But here's what nobody tells beginners: the guidebook is training wheels. It was always meant to come off. The real magic of tarot isn't in memorizing 78 definitions. It's in learning to hear yourself think. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to start reading tarot without a guidebook, using nothing but your own intuition. And I promise you, it's already in there. You just need to know how to access it. Let's start with something a little controversial. Guidebooks can actually slow down your growth as a tarot reader. Now, I'm not saying they're useless. They're not. And we'll talk about when to use them later. But when you reach for the book, every single time you pull a card, you're training yourself to distrust your own perception. The tarot deck, especially Rider-Waite, was deliberately designed to be read visually. Every color, every figure, every tiny object in the background was placed there with intention. The image is the message. When you skip past the image and go straight to someone else's words, you're bypassing the whole system. So here's the first thing I want you to try. It's simple, but it's powerful. Pull a card, and before you think, just speak. Say the very first word or feeling that comes to you when you see it. Don't analyze it. Don't second guess it. Just, what's the first thing? It might be a feeling. Dread, hope, stillness. It might be a single word. Chaos, tenderness, power. That gut response, that's not random noise. That's your intuition already doing the work. Most beginners dismiss that first impression because it doesn't match the official meaning. But more often than not, if you trace it back at the end of a reading, the first thing you felt was exactly right. Start trusting the first hit. The next technique is to treat the card like a scene in a movie. Look at what's actually happening. Who's in the image? What are they doing? What's their body language telling you? Are they reaching towards something or pulling away? Do they look peaceful or afraid? Look at the colors. Dark, stormy skies feel different to golden sunsets. A figure alone in the wilderness means something different to a figure surrounded by community. Let me give you an example. Take the star card. You see a woman kneeling by water, pouring from two jugs, stars above her, calm and open landscape all around her. Even if you'd never seen this card before in your life, what does it feel like? Peaceful, hopeful, replenishing, healing. You just read the star without a guidebook. The image told you everything. Practice this with every card. Narrate what you see like you're describing a scene to someone who can't see it. You'll be surprised how close your interpretation lands. Here's another tool that's incredibly underrated. Ask yourself one question when you pull a card. How does this make me feel? Not what does it mean. How does it make you feel? Unsettled? Curious? Warm? Trapped? Expansive? Your emotional response to a card is data. The tarot works with your subconscious, and your subconscious communicates through feeling before it communicates through language. If the tower makes your stomach drop a little, that's information. If the world gives you a sense of relief, that's information too. Don't analyze the feeling away. Write it down. Sit with it. Ask yourself why this card is bringing up this feeling for you right now. That's where the real reading lives. Now, this is where everything starts to click together, and it's probably the single most effective thing you can do to develop your intuition fast. Pull one card every morning. Before you look it up, write down your own impression. What you saw, what you felt, what your gut said. Then at the end of the day, come back to it. Did that card show up anywhere in your day? Did the energy of it reflect something that happened? Over time, you'll start to notice that your intuitive reads were right more often than you expected. And that builds confidence in a way that memorizing definitions simply never will. If you want a really structured way to do this, I actually have a whole video on learning tarot through journaling, including 5 specific prompts you can use every single day to deepen your practice. You'll find the link in the description below. Go watch that one after this. It pairs perfectly with everything we've talked about today. Okay, so when should you actually use the guidebook? Think of it like this. When you were learning to type, you looked at the keyboard. That wasn't cheating, it was necessary. But at some point you stopped looking, and now you don't even think about it. Guidebooks are the same. In the early stages, use them, but use them after you've formed your own impression first. Pull the card, do your intuitive read, then check the book and see where you overlap. You might find the official meaning confirms what you already sensed. You might find it adds a layer you hadn't considered. Either way, you're building your own vocabulary alongside the traditional one. The goal is that one day, the book just stays on the shelf. Intuition isn't a gift that some people have and others don't. It's a muscle. And like any muscle, it grows when you use it consistently. So start small. One card tomorrow morning, no guidebook, just you, the image, and whatever comes up. You might be surprised what you already know. If this video helped you, please give it a like. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people who are just starting their tarot journey. And if you want to keep learning, hit subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's one card you've always struggled to read intuitively? Drop it below and let's talk about it. I'll see you in the next one.